While African fashion inspired certain global trends in 2018 and isn't short of creativity and passion, the continent's industry still struggles to win the kind of support enjoyed by fashion players in other parts of the world. Let's watch this.
Kicking off Africa's Year in Fashion was the South African Menswear Week in Cape Town, an event that has come to epitomize what is edgy and fashion-forward on the continent, and this year was no different. Menswear often pales in comparison to women's styles at fashion shows, but the category is enjoying faster-growing sales and consumer taste that are becoming more daring. But despite its growing popularity, many say that men's fashion has not been given enough recognition, especially when it comes to mentoring and promoting young designers.
I think that we really need to pay attention to young African fashion designers in terms of providing. In fact, a lot of the countries in Europe and in the US are taking a lot of ideas from African designers. And I think that the more we can create platforms for them to express their creativity, the better for them to create economic opportunities in the industry.
In West Africa, Nigeria hosted one of Africa's biggest fashion events, attracting over 45 designers from 14 countries around the world, as well as supermodel Naomi Campbell. Despite the event's prominence, many call for African designs to be more widely accepted and appreciated on the global fashion scene.
I don't think that we're more important because we're being discovered by the outside. We always were important. We've always worn these clothes. It is interesting and nice that we're getting noticed for our things, but it's nothing new to us. We've always dressed like this. We've got a lot of style. It's nothing new, and the world is lucky that they're getting to see what we've done all this time.
Over in the Democratic Republic of Congo, activists held a different kind of fashion show where disabled models took to the catwalk as a part of an initiative aimed at fighting for more inclusive representation. Those who participated in the show say they hope that the visibility that comes with an event like this will change perceptions. In East Africa, costume designer Scholar Namwai showcased her latest project, hoping to change the way people think about fashion in Kenya. Namwai creates intricate costumes for special occasions, theater performances, and most recently, film. The young designer has carved a niche for herself in Kenya's vibrant, upcoming film industry.
I was searching myself and trying to find out what I really liked or what I really wanted to do. And I was always into fashion in high school. I loved modeling, I loved creating designs from t-shirts and fabric at home. My mom was a seamstress, and every time after school we would go to where she was training as a dressmaker, and I would collect pieces of fabric in the market and make some clothes for my doll.
And in Ghana, fast-rising fashion designer Brie Wadua showed off why she is one of the country's most sought-after designers. Ghana has caught the international fashion spotlight owing to celebrity endorsements for some local designers and the number of Ghanaians in high-profile positions in the industry. But Wadua says the difficulty is not just about attracting international buyers, but also when trying to sell well domestically. Wadua says the difficulty is not just about attracting international buyers, but also when trying to sell well domestically. She says most Ghanaian boutiques prefer to buy from outside the country in places such as China, Dubai, and Western markets. Wadua still has big plans for her brand.
A lot of aspirations on taking my brand to a bigger global platform to reach more people, because we've gone to the point when we've got so much good stuff here, I've got so much good stuff here, and as a Ghanaian designer, we should be pushing to make sure that you could walk into a store in New York, maybe a Walmart or any other store in New York or Paris, and be able to find something that's from Ghana.
With such diverse and talented designers hard at work across the continent, 2019 looks set to be a very good year for African fashion.
Well, it's a holiday season, and here in Nigeria, homegrown travel companies are pushing for more Nigerians to explore their own country in a bid to build up a tourism sector long overshadowed by the petroleum industry. Nigeria is set to become the third most populous nation in the world by 2050, with around 400 million people. It emerged from its worst recession in a quarter of a century last year and launched a reform program to rebuild its finances.
The people in this group of hikers are Nigerians, and yet many of them had no idea a place like this, Ikogosi Warm Springs, existed in their country. Ikogosi is a town in southwestern Nigeria where visitors come to dip their feet in a confluence created by the meeting of warm and cold springs that flow next to each other. It's one of the attractions that a new cohort of Nigerian tour operators like Social Prefect Tours and TVP Adventures are counting on to lure young, active professionals looking to explore their country.
It's a very exciting experience, particularly because at first you wouldn't think there are this many exciting places here. Yeah, but when you travel, you realize that, yeah, there are a lot of fun places. It's a very good experience to see the beauty of the country.
Popular African travel destinations like Kenya, South Africa and Tanzania enjoy government support and promotion. The Nigerian government, however, relies heavily on petroleum exports for its revenue, to the detriment of other potential earners.
You really can't compare Nigeria to other popular African tourist destinations because tourism isn't really a major focus for Nigeria. The difference is like really clear, and where even our neighbors in Benin Republic are doing better in tourism as compared to Nigeria.
But some of these travel agencies see the government's oversight as a business opportunity. They use digital media to attract customers and their experience with handling travel logistics to offer all-inclusive packages that have proved popular with well-connected urban thrill seekers. Fain Suina is a French teacher based in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. She recently spent several hours hiking uphill to view and take the obligatory selfie at Ado Awaye, one of only 2 suspended lakes in the world.
The cost of traveling abroad is quite high now. And the moment you do have companies like TVP, ensuring that it's safe for you to travel, there are nice places for you to visit, and the accommodation as well is equally good. I think a lot of people will jump on that bandwagon. There's nothing that is as interesting as knowing your own country, and being proud of what you have.
Some economists fear the birth of 11,000 Nigerians every day will create a crisis of poverty and unrest. But entrepreneurs like TVP Adventures founder Fumi Ayotogun see successive generations of customers and prosperous times ahead.
And to wrap up this Christmas edition of Business Incorporated, let's see how street traders took advantage of the celebration, from Santa hats to birds and tinsel. Photographers take to the streets to capture the Christmas spirit across some cities in Africa. That's it on the program. If you're celebrating, Merry Christmas. I'm Chimezi Obi. You're welcome.